Obinna sat in his nice living room, heart racing, as he looked at his wedding picture. This was supposed to be a happy time, but something felt wrong. Just a few months ago, he was a successful businessman, but now everything was falling apart because of Ijeoma. Ijeoma, the beautiful woman with 3 children, had come into his life like a storm. She told him a sad story and made him fall in love with her. But now, he felt something was off. His friend had warned him, "Obinna, be careful, this woman is trouble." But now, he could feel the truth coming closer. Had she used Juju on him? How did he not see it before? He needed to find out who Ijeoma really was before it was too late. Time was running out, and he could feel the hunger closing in. Would he be able to escape her trap? Once upon a time, in the lively city of Lagos, Ikoyi, there was a man named Obinna, known for his wealth, generosity, and success in his real estate business. Obinna had everything: a flourishing business, luxury cars, and a mansion in the heart of the city. Despite his fortune, he had never been married, choosing instead to focus on expanding his empire. Many people wonder why a man of his stature remained single, but Obinna would always brush up their questions, saying, "I am focused on my business. There is no room for a wife or kids." Everything changed when he met Ijeoma. Ijeoma was strikingly beautiful, with a charm that could light up any room. She was a woman from a different town and who had recently become a topic of gossip. People whispered that she had left her husband under suspicious circumstances, but she gave a different story to Obinna. She presented herself as a widow, someone who had tragically lost her husband and was left to raise 3 children on her own. She painted herself as a victim of fate, tugging at Obinna's generous heart. What Obinna didn't know was that Ijeoma had left her previous husband due to a bad character. She had been selfish, controlling, and manipulative in a marriage. Instead of Ijeoma working on herself, she decided to leave him and look for someone new, someone rich and unsuspecting. When Ijeoma heard of Obinna's wealth, she saw an opportunity. Knowing that Obinna had no interest in marriage, she went to a powerful native doctor who provided her with a charm. The charm was meant to blind Obinna to the truth, to make him fall for her without question and rush into marriage he never wanted. At a lavish party in the city, their paths crossed. Ijeoma approached Obinna, her eyes filled with forced sorrows, and offered him a drink. She sprinkled the charm in the glass before handing it to him. As soon as Obinna took a sip, something changed. The charm worked immediately. He became captivated by Ijeoma. A story of being struggling as a widow with 3 kids softened his heart. He felt an overwhelming urge to help her, to provide for her and her children. In less than a month, Obinna, the man who saw that he would never marry, proposed to Ijeoma. His families and friends were shocked, trying to talk him out of it, but the charm was too strong. Obinna dismissed their concern and went ahead with the marriage. Soon after the wedding, Ijeoma moved into Obinna's mansion with the 3 children. At first, everything seems blissful. Obinna was so consumed by the charm that he didn't even notice the subtle change. Ijeoma stopped pretending to be the sweet, innocent woman he thought she was. She became demanding, always asking for more money. She spent lavishly, buying expensive clothes and attending high society events while neglecting her children's need. Obinna found himself overwhelmed by the responsibility of raising three children who weren't his. The charm that had clothed his mind began to wear off slowly. But not before Ijeoma had drained much of his wealth. His business started to suffer and he spent more time dealing with family problems than focusing on his work. Ijeoma's true nature began to reveal itself. She was not a widow. The truth about her failed marriage and manipulative way came to light. One evening, Obinna sat with his childhood friend, Chike, who had always been suspicious of Ijeoma. As they talked, Obinna began to feel a sense of clarity he hadn't felt in months. Obinna, Chike said, "Something isn't right. You have changed since you got married to her, and not in a good way. It's like you've been under a spell." That night, Obinna couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. He sought out a spiritual guide, someone who could help him understand why his life has taken such a drastic turn. As much prayer and spiritual cleansing, the truth hit him like a thunderbolt. Ijeoma had used the charm on him. His mind cleared, and for the first time, he saw Ijeoma for who she truly was. A deceitful woman who had tricked him into marriage. She had never been a widow, and the children she claimed needed a father were just part of her plan to secure his wealth. Filled with anger and regret, Obinna confronted Ijeoma. "You lied to me," he said, his voice heavy with betrayal. "You used charm to make me fall for you, to trap me into this marriage, but now I see you for who you really are." Ijeoma realized that the charm was worn off, tried to deny it, but the evidence was clear. Obinna had enough. He demanded a divorce and cut off all financial support to her. Ijeoma was exposed to the community for the fraud she truly was. With Ijeoma casted out of his life, Obinna began the process of rebuilding everything he had lost. Though it wasn't easy, he found peace in knowing that he has escaped her manipulation. He focused once again in his business, wiser from the experience and determined never to fall into such a trap again. From that day forward, Obinna learned that wealth attracts both good and bad people, and not all the love is genuine. He was grateful to have his life back, and though the scars of deception remained, he emerged stronger and more cautious than ever before. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more stories. I really appreciate your support. Bye.